Hey! Hey! Hey!
Yeah.
Hey everyone! Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the red fox, an invasive species making its mark across the United States. In this agricultural documentary, we'll explore the life and journey of this sly creature. Are you excited to learn more about the red fox? If so, drop a comment with the number 1. As of now, the red fox population is estimated to surpass 1 million, spread throughout the United States. Notably, they are becoming more common in major cities like Chicago and New York, where they have adapted to urban life by scavenging through trash and seeking refuge in parks and green areas. The red fox is found throughout the United States, thriving in forests, grasslands, and suburban areas. Its striking red-orange coat, distinctive black socks, and bushy tail with a white tip make it easily recognizable. The red fox is highly adaptable, thriving in diverse environments ranging from dense forests to open grasslands, and even in urban neighborhoods. Its sharp hunting skills and keen intelligence have earned it a reputation as a skilled and formidable predator in the wild. In the United States, red foxes pose a risk to both humans and pets by transmitting various diseases and infections. Among the most concerning are sarcoptic mange, tapeworms, and, notably, rabies. In 2010, several rabid red fox cases were reported in the eastern U.S., sparking alarm in rural areas where pets are particularly vulnerable. Furthermore, red foxes are notorious for preying on free-range poultry and small livestock, such as sheep. Their cleverness and agility make it challenging for farmers to safeguard their animals effectively. Red foxes don't just harm livestock, they also wreak havoc on crops by digging through fields and orchards in search of insects and rodents. Farmers in the Midwest have reported significant damage to their irrigation systems caused by foxes digging burrows, which leads to disruptions and decreased crop yields. Do you believe the red fox is the wild animal with the greatest impact on U.S. agriculture? If you agree, press number 2. If not, press number 0 in the comments. To combat the challenges posed by red foxes, local hunters and farmers have turned to trapping as a way to manage the fox population and safeguard agriculture. This method is popular due to its simplicity and effectiveness. One common approach involves foot traps, which are strategically placed along the fox's usual travel routes. These traps often use bait or camouflage to blend seamlessly into the environment. Designed specifically to clamp down on an animal's legs, foot traps are mechanical devices intended to capture the fox without causing harm. Foot traps are constructed from durable steel and feature padded jaws designed to reduce injury while securely holding the animal. The trap is equipped with a trigger plate that activates when the animal steps on it, causing the jaws to close and firmly clamp down on the fox's legs. In addition to foot traps, cage traps are another widely used method across the United States. These traps are designed to capture the animal without harm, allowing for humane relocation or control of the population. Cage traps come in various sizes, but for red foxes, they are typically 42-48 inches long, 15-18 inches wide, and 15-18 inches tall. This size allows the fox to move comfortably inside the trap without risking injury, while the trap's design ensures that once the door closes, the animal cannot escape. However, using these traps is not without its challenges. The process is labor-intensive, requiring regular checks, resetting, and precise placement to ensure their effectiveness and avoid unnecessary harm to other wildlife. At present, the red fox population in the United States is estimated to surpass 1 million, with a wide distribution across the country. Notably, they are becoming more prevalent in large cities such as Chicago and New York, where they have adapted to urban living by scavenging food from trash areas and finding refuge in green spaces. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel to support us, and stay tuned for more fascinating content. Wildcats are one of the most common wild cats in North America, with an estimated population ranging from 2.3 to 3.6 million, according to defenders of wildlife. While their presence emphasizes the need for habitat conservation, it also presents significant challenges for local communities. How are these interactions impacting neighborhoods, and what actions are hunters taking to manage the wildcat population? If you're curious to learn more, leave a comment with the number 1. Wildcats and feral cats are highly adaptable, living in a wide range of environments such as forests, deserts, wetlands, and suburban areas. Their ability to thrive near human settlements has led to more frequent encounters with people. In regions where natural prey is scarce, feral cats often turn to easier targets like poultry and small ruminants, further complicating the issue for local farmers and communities. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department highlights that in regions with high populations of wildcats and large-scale livestock farming, feral cats are a common threat to livestock. This predatory behavior can lead to severe financial losses for farmers, particularly those with poultry and small livestock. What strategies have farmers and hunters implemented to address these ongoing threats from predators? Recognizing the detrimental effects that wildcats and other feral cats have on both communities and the economy, hunters across North America have devised several strategies to alleviate these issues. One of the primary methods is trapping, especially with the use of foot traps. According to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, trapping has proven to be an effective means of controlling the feral cat population in both rural and suburban areas. This approach helps safeguard livestock while minimizing conflicts between humans and wildlife. The traps used are specifically engineered, including coil spring traps and long spring traps, designed to be strong enough to capture wildcats while minimizing the risk of serious injury. These traps are strategically placed in areas with high wildcat activity, such as trails, riverbanks, and around livestock enclosures. The correct placement of the traps is vital for intercepting wildcats as they follow their usual routes. Hunters note that their success rates can vary, depending on their expertise, the chosen location, and the surrounding environmental factors. Data from various states indicates that success rates for traps vary between 10% and 50%, depending on factors like the density of the feral cat population and the conditions in which the trapping occurs. The fur trade also plays a role by offering financial incentives for hunters, as wildcat pelts are in high demand. However, foot trapping does come with a set of challenges. What legal and ethical guidelines should hunters follow to ensure their methods are both effective and responsible? Do you support this approach? If so, drop a comment with the number 2. Hunters are required to follow state and federal laws, which specify guidelines for trap sizes, types of traps, and where they can be placed. Additionally, they must report the number of animals captured. These regulations are designed to maintain ethical trapping practices and ensure the long-term health of wildcat populations. Although trapping can be somewhat effective, it often does not produce high success rates. Consequently, hunters in North America frequently turn to firearms as a more reliable method for controlling and preventing damage caused by wildcats. This approach involves tracking and shooting feral cats using various firearms and techniques. One particularly effective method is the use of electronic or mouth calls, which replicate the sounds of distressed prey, like rabbits or birds, attracting wildcats and making them easier to target.
It's a beautiful.
This technique taps into the wildcat's natural hunting instincts, luring them into range for a shot. The success rate of this method is notably higher during the winter months when food is scarce, and wildcats are more active in their search for prey. The calls can draw wildcats from hundreds of meters away, significantly increasing the likelihood of a successful hunt. Are you familiar with the hunting seasons and rules in your region that could impact the use of these methods? How do these regulations contribute to maintaining a balanced wildcat population? While these techniques are effective, hunting wildcats with firearms comes with its own set of difficulties. The elusive behavior of wildcats demands that hunters possess advanced skills and exceptional patience. Success rates can vary widely based on factors like the hunter's experience, the terrain, and weather conditions. Often, hunters must traverse extensive areas and dedicate substantial time to tracking their quarry. Additionally, the practice of hunting wildcats is a topic of debate. Advocates assert that hunting is essential for controlling the wildcat population and safeguarding livestock from their predation. On the other hand, critics emphasize concerns about animal welfare and the wider ecological consequences of diminishing predator populations. What is your perspective on the ecological effects of hunting wildcats? How can we strike a balance between managing population control and addressing animal welfare concerns? Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned as we dive into the next invasive species with you.
Yes!
On November 15, 2024, Australia was rocked by an extraordinary event that drew attention to the escalating issue of invasive elephants. In a region famous for its stunning vistas and serene atmosphere, a powerful force of nature disrupted the peaceful routine of local residents, leaving them in shock and forcing the nation to confront a growing environmental challenge. A herd of elephants suddenly stampeded onto a major highway, creating total mayhem. These colossal animals, with their overwhelming size and power, blocked traffic, crushed vehicles, and brought everything to a halt. What was once a routine drive for commuters turned into an unforgettable spectacle, transforming the highway into a chaotic scene worthy of an action-packed blockbuster. How would you feel if your daily commute was interrupted by these majestic yet imposing creatures? Have you ever had an encounter with these elephants? Leave comment number 1 if you have. According to the Australian Department of Tourism and Wildlife, 15 elephant attacks were reported in tourist hotspots in 2023 alone. Thankfully, there were no fatalities due to prompt medical attention. However, these repeated incidents have taken a toll on Australia's tourism reputation and led to significant economic setbacks. How would you respond if your holiday destination suddenly became a risky place due to such threats? Tourism plays a crucial role in Australia's economy, but the growing issue of elephant attacks has taken a serious toll on both the local way of life and the environment. As a result, the tourism industry is facing a decline, with fewer visitors willing to take the risk of traveling to regions known for these dangerous encounters. Would you still consider a holiday destination if you knew there was a risk of coming face to face with aggressive wildlife? For several years, Australians were under a strict prohibition on hunting elephants, thanks to a 7-year ban implemented to safeguard the country's wildlife and natural resources. This measure was put in place to reduce the dangers posed by reckless hunting practices, not only to elephants, but also to other vulnerable species that could be impacted by such activities. However, the situation rapidly escalated due to the intensifying elephant attacks and their swift reproduction rates. Faced with this crisis, the Australian government ultimately made the controversial decision to lift the hunting ban. This move, while contentious, was considered essential for controlling the burgeoning elephant population. By 2023, the number of invasive elephants dropped from 130,000 to approximately 88,000, thanks to regulated hunting efforts. Do you think lifting the ban was the right decision, or are there better alternatives? Do you support addressing the issue of millions of invasive elephants through hunting? If so, leave comment number 1. If not, leave comment number 0. Hunting invasive elephants is not for the faint-hearted. Given their immense size and strength, it typically requires a team of at least 3 hunters to ensure safety. The typical shooting range spans from 100 to 200 feet, eliminating the need for a scope, but demanding exceptional accuracy and agility from the hunters. Do you believe you have the courage and skill to face such a formidable opponent? Amid the ongoing controversy surrounding hunting, many people are pushing for more environmentally friendly alternatives to manage the invasive elephant population. Some advocate for the use of advanced technology, such as drones or GPS tracking, to monitor and control the movement of these elephants. Others suggest relocating them to less populated areas or designated reserves. If you think that using firearms is an ineffective approach, we'd love to hear your thoughts on alternative methods that might prove to be more successful. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support us.
That's it. Good shot. Come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me. Aye, aye. Stand.
Our country is currently facing a relentless and destructive force that has invaded our agricultural lands, jeopardizing crops, livestock, and our very way of life. This formidable enemy is the wild boar, an invasive species originally from Europe. Brought to the United States in the 16th century, wild boars have since become a significant threat. With an estimated population of 8 million and growing at an alarming rate of 20 to 25% each year, the rapid increase has led to devastating economic consequences, causing approximately $15 billion in damage annually. Are you ready to explore how Australians are tackling this invasive species? If so, leave comment number 1. The ongoing devastation caused by wild boars is wreaking havoc on farmers and the agricultural industry. Their relentless root-digging behavior tears up crops, destroys pastures, and leaves behind rough, uneven terrain, making fields unfit for farming. Livestock aren't safe either, as wild boars frequently compete for food and, in some cases, even attack animals directly. This combination of crop destruction and livestock threats is putting immense pressure on the farming community. Farmers and hunters are employing a blend of traditional and cutting-edge techniques to tackle the wild boar menace, with aerial hunting proving to be an especially successful strategy. By using helicopters, hunters gain a crucial high-altitude view, allowing them to spot and track wild boars across vast areas with remarkable precision. Armed with specialized hunting equipment, these warriors of the sky are able to swiftly and effectively eliminate the threat, minimizing property damage while offering a more humane solution for controlling the population. This innovative approach is helping to protect agricultural lands and wildlife, ensuring a safer and more sustainable environment. Firearms play a crucial role in the fight against wild boars, with hunters relying on rifles, shotguns, and handguns, each tailored for specific scenarios. Rifles offer pinpoint accuracy for long-range shots, shotguns provide a powerful impact at close quarters, and handguns are perfect for quick, agile encounters. Do you support the use of firearms in this approach? If so, leave comment number 2. The effectiveness of these weapons relies heavily on the hunter's shooting skills and meticulous planning. Precise shooting not only ensures a humane kill, but also reduces the risk of harm to other wildlife and surrounding property. Strategic preparation, such as understanding wild boar behavior and choosing the right weapon for the situation, is essential for conducting hunting activities in a safe and effective manner. This combination of skill and strategy is key to minimizing damage and maintaining ecological balance. Trapping is an essential strategy in managing the wild boar population, offering a targeted and effective method to reduce the substantial damage caused by these invasive animals. By positioning traps in areas commonly frequented by wild boars, hunters and farmers can capture these destructive creatures, enabling further steps to be taken for population control. This approach not only helps protect crops and livestock, but also contributes to a more sustainable and manageable solution to the growing issue. Once captured, wild boars can either be relocated to designated areas where their impact is minimized or humanely euthanized to prevent further population growth. This approach not only helps to reduce the immediate threat to crops and livestock, but also plays a crucial role in long-term population control. By managing the boar population in a sustainable way, this method supports the preservation of agricultural land and the protection of farmers' livelihoods, ensuring a healthier and more stable environment for future generations. Eliminating the invasion of wild boars is not a challenge that can be tackled alone. It requires a united collective effort from all of us. Farmers, hunters, and concerned citizens must join forces, combining their resources and expertise to address this widespread problem. Together, we can make a real difference in controlling the impact of these invasive creatures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to support our efforts. On a sprawling river across a vast land, millions of giant wild bison have emerged as a major challenge for farmers and the global agricultural community. While their massive presence offers new opportunities for food and resources, it also poses significant environmental challenges to agriculture. These wild bison exert considerable pressure on farmers in the US and beyond, as their sheer numbers disrupt ecosystems, damage crops, and complicate efforts to maintain sustainable agricultural practices. The balance between utilizing their potential benefits and managing their disruptive impact has become a critical issue. Wild bison compete with other livestock for food and grazing land, leading to land degradation and environmental strain. Their unexpected presence also heightens the risk of traffic accidents and causes economic losses. The large herds of wild bison that often wander near residential areas and roadways create serious safety hazards. Traffic accidents involving these massive animals can result in significant vehicle damage and, in some cases, cause injuries or even fatalities. This growing problem underscores the urgent need for effective management strategies to protect both people and property. To tackle the wild bison issue, American farmers have adopted a wild bison hunting strategy. This approach is not only a technical challenge, but also an adventurous endeavor. Hunters must be well prepared, choosing the right equipment and mastering essential hunting techniques. Precision and patience are vital when targeting wild bison, demanding sharp focus and professional skill to ensure both effectiveness and safety. Thank you for watching the video. If you found it valuable, please like and subscribe to support our channel.
Got him. Sarah. Got him. Nice shot. Nice.
Yeah.
Good shot. Here we go. Good shooting, boys. Nice job. Way to go, guys. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Right. No, 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 no. Right. Good.
Hello everyone. Today we will explore the red fox, an invasive species that is gaining more attention in the United States. In this agricultural documentary, we will take a closer look at the journey and life of this fox. Are you ready to join us in exploring the red fox? If so, leave comment number 1. Currently, it is estimated that the red fox population exceeds 1 million, widely distributed across the United States. In particular, they are increasingly appearing in large cities like Chicago and New York, where they adapt to new living environments by foraging for food in garbage areas and finding shelter in green spaces. The red fox is widely distributed across the United States, primarily inhabiting forests, grasslands, and suburban areas. It stands out with its bright red-orange fur, characteristic black socks, and bushy tail with a unique white tip. The red fox adapts to a variety of habitats, from dense forests to open grasslands, and even suburban areas where humans live. Its agile hunting ability and intelligence make the red fox a formidable predator in the wild. In the United States, red foxes can transmit diseases and spread dangerous infections to humans and pets. Some of the infectious diseases include sarcoptic mange, tapeworms, and especially rabies. In 2010, multiple cases of rabid red foxes were reported in the eastern U.S., raising concerns in rural areas where pets are susceptible to the disease. Additionally, red foxes are known for their ability to hunt free-range poultry and small livestock, such as sheep. Their cunning nature and agility make it difficult for farmers to protect their livestock. Not only do red foxes cause damage by hunting livestock, but they also harm crops by digging for insects and rodents in fields and orchards. Farmers in the Midwest report that their irrigation systems have been severely impacted due to foxes digging burrows, leading to disruptions and reduced crop yields. Do you think the red fox is the wild animal with the greatest impact on U.S. agriculture? If you agree, press number 2. If not, press number 0 in the comments. Faced with the challenges posed by red foxes, local hunters and farmers have deployed traps to control the red fox population while also protecting agriculture. This is a popular method due to its ease of use. First are foot traps, which are cleverly placed along routes frequently traveled by foxes, using bait or camouflage techniques to blend in with the surroundings. These are mechanical devices, specifically designed to clamp down on an animal's legs. Foot traps are made from steel and equipped with padded jaws to minimize injury while still holding the prey tightly. The mechanism has a trigger plate that ensures that when the animal steps on it, the jaws automatically close, clamping down on the animal's legs. Additionally, cage traps are also a common method used in the United States. These traps come in various sizes, but for red foxes, they are typically 42 to 48 inches long, 15 to 18 inches wide, and 15 to 18 inches tall. This size ensures that the fox can move freely within the trap without injury, while the trap's design ensures that no animal can escape once the door is closed. However, the process of using traps is not only labor-intensive, but also requires regular checks, resetting, and careful placement of the traps. Currently, it is estimated that the red fox population exceeds 1 million, widely distributed across the United States. In particular, they are increasingly appearing in large cities like Chicago and New York, where they adapt to new living environments by foraging for food in garbage areas and finding shelter in green spaces. Please like and subscribe to our channel to support us and enjoy more great videos. Wildcats are among the most common wild cats in North America, with an estimated population of 2.3 to 3.6 million, according to Defenders of Wildlife. Their presence highlights the importance of habitat conservation, but also brings significant challenges. How do these interactions affect local communities, and what measures are hunters taking to address the wildcat population? If you want to know, leave comment number 1. Wildcats and feral cats inhabit a variety of environments, including forests, deserts, wetlands, and suburban areas. Their adaptability allows them to thrive near human settlements, leading to more frequent encounters with people. In areas where natural prey is scarce, feral cats turn to easier targets like poultry and small ruminants. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department emphasizes that feral cat predation on livestock is common in areas with high wildcat populations and extensive livestock farming. This hunting behavior can cause significant economic damage to farmers, especially those raising poultry and small livestock. What methods have farmers and hunters developed to deal with these persistent predators? Aware of the negative impacts that wildcats and other feral cats have on communities and the economy, North American hunters have developed various strategies to mitigate these effects. One of the main methods is trapping, particularly using foot traps. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department notes that trapping is an effective way to manage the feral cat population in rural and suburban areas, helping to protect livestock and reduce human-wildlife conflicts. The traps are specially designed, such as coil spring traps or long spring traps, which are strong enough to hold wildcats but are built to avoid causing serious injuries. These traps are placed in areas with high wildcat activity, such as trails, riverbanks, and around livestock areas. Proper placement of the traps is crucial to intercept wildcats during their regular movements. Hunters report varying success rates depending on their skills, location, and environmental conditions. Data from multiple states shows that success rates range from 10% to 50% per trap set, depending on the feral cat population density and trapping conditions. The fur trade provides economic incentives for hunters, with wildcat skins being highly valued. However, foot trapping faces several challenges. What legal and ethical considerations must hunters adhere to in order to ensure their methods are effective? Do you agree with this method? If so, leave comment number 2. Hunters must comply with state and federal regulations, including specific trap sizes, types of traps, location restrictions, and mandatory reporting on the number of animals captured. These regulations ensure ethical trapping practices and the sustainability of wildcat populations. While trapping wildcats can be effective to some extent, it often does not yield high results. As a result, hunters in North America often use firearms to manage and prevent damage caused by wildcats. This method involves locating and shooting feral cats using various techniques and types of firearms, which has proven to be a more reliable method. One particularly effective technique is using electronic or mouth calls that mimic the sound of distressed prey, such as rabbits or birds.
It's a beautiful...
This method takes advantage of the wildcat's natural hunting instincts, drawing them into shooting range. The success rate of these methods is significantly higher in the winter when food is scarce and wildcats are more active. The calls can attract wildcats from hundreds of meters away, greatly improving the chances of a successful hunt. Do you know about specific hunting seasons and regulations in your area that may affect these methods? How do these regulations ensure the sustainability of the wildcat population? While these methods are effective, hunting wildcats with firearms also presents several challenges. The elusive nature of wildcats requires hunters to have high skill and patience. The success rate can vary significantly depending on the hunter's experience, terrain, and weather conditions. Hunters may need to cover large areas and invest significant time in tracking their prey. Moreover, hunting wildcats is not without controversy. Supporters argue that hunting is necessary to manage the wildcat population and protect livestock from predation. However, opponents raise concerns about animal welfare and the broader ecological impact of reducing predator numbers. What do you think about the ecological impact of hunting wildcats? How can we balance the need for population control with concerns about animal welfare? Please like and subscribe to our channel and continue exploring the next invasive species with us. On November 15, 2024, Australia witnessed an unprecedented event that highlighted the growing crisis of invasive elephants. In an area renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and tranquility, a natural force unexpectedly disrupted the daily lives of residents. A herd of elephants charged onto a major highway, causing complete chaos. These towering giants, with their immense strength and size, blocked lanes, crushed vehicles, and brought traffic to a standstill. The peaceful routine of daily commuters was shattered, turning the highway into a scene straight out of a Hollywood action movie. How would you react if your daily commute turned into an encounter with these majestic yet formidable creatures? If you've ever had an encounter with these elephants, leave comment number 1. According to the Australian Department of Tourism and Wildlife, in 2023, 15 elephant attacks were reported in tourist areas alone. Fortunately, there were no fatalities thanks to timely medical intervention. However, these recurring incidents have damaged Australia's tourism image and caused economic losses. What would you do if your holiday destination suddenly became a dangerous area? Tourism is a vital component of Australia's economy, but the negative impact of elephant attacks has significantly affected life and space in the region. As a result, the country's tourism industry is struggling, with fewer visitors willing to risk traveling to areas known for elephant attacks. Would you choose a holiday destination, knowing there's a risk of encountering aggressive wildlife? For many years, Australians were prohibited from hunting elephants due to a 7-year hunting ban aimed at protecting the country's wildlife and natural resources. This ban was enacted to mitigate the threats posed to elephants and other species by dangerous hunting activities. However, the situation quickly worsened due to severe elephant attacks and their rapid reproduction. The Australian government eventually decided to lift the hunting ban. This decision was controversial, but deemed necessary to control the growing elephant population. In 2023, the number of invasive elephants decreased from 130,000 to around 88,000 thanks to regulated hunting activities. Does lifting the ban seem like the right move, or are there better alternatives? Do you support dealing with millions of invasive elephants through hunting? If so, leave comment number 1. If not, leave comment number 0. Hunting invasive elephants is no task for the faint-hearted. It requires at least 3 hunters to ensure safety due to the size and strength of the elephants. The typical shooting range ranges from 100 to 200 feet, making a scope unnecessary but demanding high accuracy and agility from the hunters. Do you have the courage and skill to face such a formidable opponent? Due to the controversy surrounding hunting, many people advocate for more environmentally friendly methods to control the invasive elephant population. Some propose using advanced technology such as drones or GPS tracking to monitor and manage the movement of elephants. Others suggest relocating elephants to less populated areas or reserves. If you find the farmer's method of using firearms ineffective, please share your thoughts on alternative methods that you believe could be more effective. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to support us.
That's it. Good shot. Come with me, come with me, come with me, come with me. Aye, aye. It's done.
Our country is currently being overrun by a cunning and destructive enemy that has infiltrated agricultural lands, threatening crops, livestock, and our way of life. This formidable foe is none other than the wild boar, an invasive species native to Europe. Brought to the United States in the 16th century, wild boars have become a major threat. With an estimated population of around 8 million and growing at an alarming rate of 20 to 25% each year, this rapid increase has resulted in severe economic consequences, causing an estimated $15 billion in damage annually. Are you ready to join us in exploring how Australians are dealing with this invasive species? If so, leave comment number 1. The continuous crop destruction, trampling of fields, and attacks on livestock by wild boars pose a serious threat to farmers and the agricultural industry. Their root-digging behavior uproots crops, destroys pastures, and creates rugged terrain, making fields unusable for farming. Livestock is also not spared, as wild boars often compete for food sources and even occasionally launch direct attacks. Farmers and hunters are using a combination of traditional and innovative methods to combat the threat posed by wild boars, with aerial hunting emerging as an exceptionally effective strategy. Using helicopters to observe from above, hunters gain a crucial vantage point, allowing them to detect and track wild boars over large areas with incredible accuracy. Equipped with specialized hunting gear, these warriors of the sky can quickly and effectively neutralize the threat, reducing the risk of property damage and ensuring a more humane approach to population control. Firearms are an essential tool in the battle against wild boars, with hunters using rifles, shotguns, and handguns, each suited for different situations. Rifles provide accuracy for long-range shots, shotguns deliver powerful impact at close range, and handguns are ideal for quick, flexible encounters. Do you agree with this method of using firearms? If so, leave comment number 2. The effectiveness of these weapons depends on the hunter's shooting skills and careful planning. Accurate shooting ensures a humane kill and minimizes the risk to other wildlife and property. Strategic planning, including understanding wild boar behavior and selecting the appropriate weapon, is crucial for effective and safe hunting. Trapping plays a vital role in controlling the wild boar population, providing a strategic and effective method to minimize the significant damage caused by these invasive creatures. Placed in areas frequently visited by wild boars, traps can capture these destructive animals, allowing for further action to be taken. Once captured, wild boars can be relocated to designated areas where their impact is minimized, or they can be humanely euthanized to prevent further population growth. This method not only helps reduce the immediate threat to crops and livestock, but also contributes to long-term population control, supporting the sustainability of agricultural land and the livelihoods of farmers. Eliminating the invasion of wild boars is not a battle that can be fought alone. It requires a unified collective effort from all of us. Farmers, hunters, and concerned citizens must come together, pooling their resources and knowledge to tackle this widespread issue. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support us. On a vast river in a vast land, millions of giant wild bison have become a major challenge for farmers and the global agricultural community. Their strong presence not only opens up new opportunities for food and resources, but also presents significant challenges regarding the environmental impact in agriculture. These wild bison create considerable pressure on farmers in the US and around the world. They compete with other livestock for food and grazing land, causing land degradation and impacting the environment. Their sudden appearance also increases the risk of traffic accidents and causes economic damage. The unexpected presence of large herds of wild bison near residential areas and roadways poses serious safety risks. Traffic accidents involving wild bison can cause significant damage to vehicles and lead to injuries or even fatalities. To address the wild bison issue, American farmers have implemented a wild bison hunting strategy. This approach is not just a technical task, but also an adventurous challenge. Hunters must be thoroughly prepared, from selecting the right equipment to mastering hunting techniques. Precision and patience are crucial when targeting wild bison, requiring focus and professional skill to ensure an effective and safe hunting process. Thank you for watching the video. If you found it meaningful, please like and subscribe to support our channel.
Nice shot. Nice.
Yeah.
Good shot. Here we go. Good shooting, boys. Nice job.
Hit him a little.
Yeah, got her.
Perfect. And then we
Well,
Welcome back to Wildlife Watchers. Today's question is, what happens when 3,200 hunters enter the lion's territory every year? This is Africa, where you only have a few seconds to react. So, how do the hunters deal with this invasive species? Leave a comment with the number 1 and watch the video to find out the answer. A tragedy occurred at Lion Park.
okay.
I don't know. Well,
In South Africa, when an American tourist was attacked by a lioness despite multiple warnings, the invasive species charged at him. However, he was lucky enough to remain still, and that's why the lioness let him go. The park had clear signs stating that this area was off limits, but unfortunately, this rule was ignored. This horrific incident has sparked a global debate about safety in wildlife tourism. Park officials confirmed that the lioness would be isolated. The clear message is, you can take an animal out of nature, but you can never take nature out of the animal. Respect nature or face the consequences. So how do you face a lion? The simple answer is, you can't, unless you're trained and thoroughly prepared. This isn't Call of Duty, this is reality, and your life depends on precision. Just like aiming with a red dot at 25 yards, lion hunting requires precise adjustments of your rifle. Experts recommend targeting from 50 to 100 yards. Why? Because if a lion charges, even a slight misfire can lead to death. Your scope must be secure, tightened, and you need to know how to make the right adjustments. Take your time to prepare thoroughly, because in the wild, there is no second chance. Since 2020, drones equipped with thermal imaging cameras have been used to scan 150 square miles in Limpopo, reducing the search time to just 2 to 3 hours. However, technology still cannot replace instinct when the king of invasive species is hunting you. Before the gunshots echo across the African bush, many strategic operations are already in place, carefully planned ahead of time. In this hunt, the team was entirely focused on tracking a lone male lion reported to be in the Mbula area in northeastern Mozambique. The preparation began by setting up bait, 2 carcasses of antelope, strategically placed where the lion had previously been spotted. Next, the area was monitored by helicopter. The following morning, the hunting team discovered fresh tracks, and radio calls confirmed that the lion had returned to feed on the bait. Do you think the hunters will miss their chance this time? Comment 0 if you agree that safety should be the top priority when hunting. Lion hunting is not for the faint of heart. It's a game of patience and teamwork. Hunters must always stay alert to the trees and bushes, as lions often hide there. A small mistake, and the hunter becomes the prey. In South Africa, controlled lion hunting generates about $3.2 million annually from over 3,200 international hunters supporting conservation programs and wildlife reserves. The legal framework only permits a limited number of lions to be hunted each season, and hunters must report the lions they've taken down. I've noticed that if you're hunting a king, you need to understand the laws, respect the land, and never hunt alone. When hunting lions, a smart hunter will wear clothing designed to block body odor, blending into the surroundings and keeping human scent hidden. These outfits are lightweight, breathable, yet durable enough to withstand thorns and extreme temperatures.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Today, hunts are strictly regulated, fully licensed, and must be reported. It's no longer just a tradition. It's a tightly managed system balancing danger, respect, and conservation. So, what do you think? Should lion hunting continue as part of conservation efforts, or should it be completely banned? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to learn more about how we can protect invasive species and honor traditions responsibly. Hello. During the dry season in Australia, it's when wild cattle herds start moving in search of food. They often cross major roads, causing severe traffic congestion. In July 2024, on a road in Western Australia, hundreds of vehicles were forced to stop for hours as a herd of about 300 wild cattle passed through, causing an estimated $50,000 in damages due to car accidents, damaged goods, and delayed deliveries. If you think these wild cattle are a real threat, leave a comment with the number 1 to continue exploring this video. Not only do they cause traffic jams, but in August 2024, a wild cattle herd panicked and charged into a residential area in Queensland, severely damaging at least 5 homes, with total damages reaching $100,000. What's particularly dangerous are their direct attacks on vehicles and people. One incident occurred when a wild bull attacked a car, denting the front of the vehicle. In a small town in Western Australia, a wild bull rammed into a gas station, forcing the entire area to temporarily close for 48 hours for repairs.
Hello, baby boy. Oh, well, bye.
To deal with this issue, wild cattle hunting has become the primary solution to control population growth. However, hunting them is a challenging task that requires thorough preparation and high-level experience. Hunters often have to move on horseback and lie flat on the ground to conceal themselves, avoiding detection by the wild cattle. One common technique is using rifles to shoot the wild cattle from a distance, minimizing the risk of a direct confrontation. Hunting requires strict adherence to government-issued regulations and licenses. Hunters must pass skill tests for archery and rifle shooting, as well as demonstrate the ability to navigate difficult terrain. Hunting permits also specify the number of animals that can be hunted each season to prevent overhunting, ensuring the wildlife population remains stable. Wild cattle hunting is not only a dangerous activity, but also carries significant legal risks. Illegal hunting, or the use of improper weapons, has prompted the government to intensify surveillance measures and enforce strict penalties. In an incident in November 2022, a group of hunters using machine guns to hunt wild cattle illegally was fined over $50,000, and all their weapons were confiscated. Common hunting tools for wild cattle typically include powerful rifles and bows. Hunters must also carry binoculars and GPS devices to track and detect wild cattle from a distance. These tools not only help hunters approach their targets safely, but also increase the chances of success in each hunt, reducing the risk of injury from these massive animals. In 2022, the wild cattle population in Australia decreased to only about 15,000 due to bow hunting campaigns. However, the use of bows also comes with strict regulations, including a ban on hunting in protected areas and a requirement for valid permits. In addition to gun hunting, bow hunting is also a strictly regulated activity. Hunting permits are mandatory, with requirements for age, experience, and health checks. Notably, in 2021, around 1,200 hunting permits were issued, but only about 60% of them were for wild cattle hunting. Wild cattle hunting not only presents safety challenges, but also raises issues that need to be addressed by authorities, such as managing the wild cattle population and ensuring public safety. Things you should never do when hunting include hunting while intoxicated or without experience, as this is extremely dangerous for the hunter. Around 40% of Australians oppose wild cattle hunting, believing it harms biodiversity and could lead to the species' extinction. However, 60% support it, especially farmers, who believe hunting helps control the wild cattle population, minimize infrastructure damage, and reduce the risk of attacks on humans. This debate raises the question of how to balance wildlife conservation with protecting human lives. He's fallen. He's fallen. So, how do you think wild cattle should be handled? Is hunting the best solution, or do we need to look for more sustainable conservation and population management methods? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to continue watching the next video. In the early months of 2020, fox attacks on livestock became a serious issue on farms in northern Kansas. According to reports from the Kansas Department of Agriculture, fox attacks caused damages totaling up to $500,000 in the first quarter of the year, with hundreds of horses and calves being targeted. What's concerning is that the fox population is increasing, posing a significant threat to rural communities. If you'd like to explore wolves, leave a comment with the number 1. The people here are facing the risk of losing their entire harvest, which is their primary source of income. Traditional preventive measures like barriers have proven ineffective, so the government needs to implement new methods. Faced with the increasing threat, locals have started hunting foxes with the help of modern tools. The use of specialized hunting rifles has been legalized to control the fox population explosion, which is estimated to be around 15,000. Hunters use sniper rifles with precise scopes from a distance of about 200 feet, equipped with night vision scopes to take down foxes at night. Fox hunting not only requires skill, but also the combination of several factors. Hunters often use tracking devices and predator calls to lure the foxes closer to the hunting area. Taking them down requires high precision, with the standard weapon being a .223 caliber rifle, which has been approved by the government. The effective shooting range for foxes is between 150 to 200 feet to ensure the safety of hunters from unexpected situations. Night hunting presents additional challenges due to limited visibility. Kansas authorities require hunters to have at least 20/40 vision to participate in nighttime hunts. In addition, hunters use night vision devices and thermal sensors to locate foxes in the vast wilderness. The use of these modern tools has significantly shortened the time it takes for hunters to find their prey. Due to the dangers posed by the foxes, authorities encourage hunters to hunt in groups of at least 4 people and to complete a 4-week firearms training course before starting their hunts. Group hunting not only enhances safety, but also allows hunters to exchange experiences and learn from each other throughout the mission. In addition, each hunter involved in fox control receives $3,000 from the hunting organization to cover insurance costs. The vast open terrain and lack of trees in rural Kansas make fox hunting particularly challenging. Hunters need to move quietly and conceal themselves carefully to avoid detection. Neutral and muted clothing is essential to ensure the hunt proceeds smoothly. This requires hunters to have exceptional stealth and movement skills, especially when facing a fast and agile predator like the fox. Every year, Kansas issues about 50,000 hunting permits, with only 5% to 7% of hunters successfully hunting foxes. To ensure safety and accuracy, hunters must strictly adhere to regulations regarding firearm use. The fox hunting season in Kansas typically begins in December and lasts until March of the following year. There are specific regulations regarding the number of foxes that can be hunted each season to maintain ecological balance. In recent years, the use of firearms has become more common in Kansas to deal with fox attacks. The government implemented this measure after the number of hunters being attacked by foxes increased to over 20 cases in 2022. Thanks to the use of hunting dogs, the number of attacks decreased to around 5 cases in 2023. The dogs involved in this process must undergo extensive training, and only those capable of detecting and handling foxes are allowed to participate in the hunt. Do you agree with hunting wolves with firearms? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a 5. Some communities remain concerned about using firearms to hunt foxes, viewing it as an inhumane method. The government has launched educational programs to raise awareness about the necessity of controlling the fox population to protect property and ensure public safety. Hunting activities are also closely monitored to prevent abuse and illegal wildlife trafficking. In 2021, Kansas authorities began trapping foxes near livestock areas. Once trapped, the foxes are relocated to areas with abundant food sources to minimize conflicts with humans. The use of traps is considered an effective method to reduce the number of foxes invading residential areas. Check out this method in the next video. The issue of fox hunting in Kansas is not only a critical task to protect public safety, but also a necessary action to maintain ecological balance. Leave a comment with the number 1 if you support hunting, and may God bless you with good fortune if you share this video with many people. Thank you for watching the entire video. These methods have been very effective in curbing the growth of some invasive species. Do you have any better ideas to tackle this issue? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss it together. Thank you for staying and watching the entire video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos. And make sure to recommend this video to your friends so they can watch it too. Goodbye, and see you in the next video. We're not in the Amazon jungle. We're right in the middle of Florida. Rhesus monkeys, standing 1.6 meters tall and weighing 9 kilos, are invading residential neighborhoods, jumping around like they own the place and biting anyone who dares to look at them for more than 3 seconds. Florida is facing the most dangerous wild monkey invasion of the decade. And trust me, there's nothing cute about them. Leave a comment with the number 1. Don't look away because you won't believe what's happening next. Oh my God. Don't think they just showed up. These rhesus monkeys were brought to Florida in the 1930s as part of a bizarre virtual reality tourism stunt. Oh my God. The original idea was to release a few monkeys to make tourists smile. Oh my God. But now, they've been breeding like a virus after Black Friday. With over 400 of them in Silver Spring State Park, Ocala, they're no longer confined to the park. They're swarming golf courses, parking lots, backyards, even grocery stores. One monkey stands 1.6 meters tall and weighs 9 kilos, but in a troop, they're like a banana-hungry punk band and a full-blown disaster. With a jumping range of up to 2.4 meters and running speeds over 48 km/h, these monkeys cause havoc like caffeine-fueled ninjas. They climb into SUVs, oh my god, break into homes, open the fridge to steal sandwiches, then stroll out like nothing happened. Pets are being attacked, local birds are being driven out, and tourists in Ocala and Miami are fleeing in panic like it's a B-grade action movie. The CDC warns that just one bite, 0.25 centimeters deep, is enough to land you on the evening news. In Ocala, tourists have been attacked in broad daylight just for staring too long. Welcome to Florida, where monkeys don't just steal your food, they want your blood too. As the monkeys begin to take over suburban Florida, a counterforce quietly emerges. From licensed hunters, they band together to form a monkey hunting squad. Their gear includes bows with a 50-yard range and premium bait, including ripe bananas, seedless American grapes, and rotten fruit, not for eating, but to lure the monkeys. Hunting monkeys in Florida is a tactical battle that requires coordination, patience, and a bit of humor. Each troop usually consists of 10 to 30 monkeys constantly moving within a radius of 0.5 to 1 mile. The golden time to strike is between 5:30 and 7 a.m. when they've just woken up and are still groggy, or from 4:30 to 6 p.m. when they return to their nests after a long day of theft and mischief. Hunters keep themselves concealed in camouflage, observing from a distance through 4x scopes. Everything is synchronized. Think monkeys are just cute creatures? Think again. This is an organized gang of tail-wielding thieves. A precise shot to the muscle pad. Not enough to cause serious injury, but enough to make it drop its snack. Hunting monkeys with guns in the woods, not for the faint of heart. Deep in the Florida jungle, where summer temperatures can reach up to 95 degrees Celsius, and the humidity makes sweat pour like a waterfall, a covert mission is underway. Tracking the invasive monkeys, a silent enemy damaging the natural ecosystem. The first step in the hunt is to locate the monkeys. This requires sharp observation and near meditative patience. Rhesus monkeys, an invasive species from Asia, typically move in small troops, most active in the early morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. or late afternoon from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., avoiding the harsh midday sun. Listen carefully. A faint crack of a branch, a soft hiss like the wind. That could be a sign. They also leave droppings, a type of feces easily identifiable by its faint ammonia smell and soft texture, often found beneath wild fig trees or along small streams where they forage for food. Once the target is spotted, shot placement becomes crucial. The shooters use semi-automatic .22 LR rifles or .25 caliber air guns with long-range scopes. They're precisely zeroed for distance, a perfect shot. In the Florida jungle, visibility is often limited to just 30 to 50 yards. In that range, precision shooting skills are essential, especially since the target is constantly moving. Do you agree with the method of monkey hunting? If you do, leave a comment with the number 2. The ideal shooting position provides good cover, is lower than the target, and avoids reflections to prevent shadows or light from the scope revealing the hunter's location. Under ideal conditions, a skilled marksman can take down the target within 1.5 seconds of aiming. However, Florida law stipulates that invasive monkey hunting is only allowed in designated areas and with licensed weapons. The purpose of the hunting is population control, not cruelty or random destruction. Humane shooting techniques are non-negotiable. The target is the nape or between the eyes, where the kill is quickest. This requires regular practice, quick reflexes, and a deep understanding of the target species' physiology. Each monkey taken down must be accurately logged via GPS, digitized into the GIS system to track population density and assess the effectiveness of the campaign. This isn't just a hunting trip, it's a scientific mission, part of a long-term ecological war. Although many may view this work as cruel to conservationists, it is a necessary action to protect native species and prevent the destruction caused by invasive animals that don't belong here. These monkeys, though cute to outsiders, are threatening bird populations, destroying trees, and even spreading diseases to local communities. Wow! This is the dark side of nature, where life and death don't follow human rules, but the natural laws of ecological balance. And in this journey, humans are forced to play the role of coordinators. Sometimes with reason, sometimes with a gun. Oh my God. Not every battle against invasive species begins with a gunshot. Sometimes silence is the ultimate weapon. And here, in the farm's iron cages, traps are being set like invisible snares, waiting for a small mistake from a furry invader. The monkey trapping strategy starts with identifying travel corridors, places monkeys frequently pass through while foraging or mating. These locations are usually 100 feet from water sources, shaded by trees and close to human settlements. The stainless steel cages, 1.5 meters tall, 1.8 meters long, and 2.1 meters wide, are placed in areas with high monkey activity. Weighing about 45 kilograms, they are light enough to move, but heavy enough to stay firm even when 50 monkeys are thrashing inside. Bait is the key to success in a tropical environment like Florida. Ripe bananas and smelly mangoes are the top choices. A few drops of honey or peanut butter are smeared on the bait bar inside the cage, about 0.5 meters from the door, to force the monkeys deep inside and trigger the trap mechanism. The drop door system is activated by a pull cord released from a distance when enough monkeys are inside. The hunter cuts or releases the line. Once the door slams shut, the monkeys have no way out. The captured monkeys are transferred into 1.2-meter long steel transport crates, padded with rubber to prevent injury during the trip. They will be relocated within an 80-kilometer radius from residential areas to biological control sites or released into ecological buffer zones with no human presence. Some individuals, especially alpha males or pregnant females, will be taken to research centers for behavioral analysis, epidemiological studies, and genetic tracking. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.